We like to stay in the medium space as far as a brokerage size, and the reason for that is that we really like to work closely with our people and make sure that they get everything they need so that they can do a good job for their clients. It's sort of problematic if there are too many people and you don't have enough time to take care of training and getting people to a level of competency that is higher than is what the public expects. With that being said, we spend a lot of time training our new brokers and providing the tools that they need to be successful. The thing that is most rewarding for us on the brokerage side is watching a new broker get going, get some great training, start working with clients, and then do a great job for them and start getting referral business, and they're off and running. And so that's my goal, is to help people do that as quickly as possible. We like to focus on what's happening in our neighborhoods and represent those folks that are working to buy or sell in our communities. And I think that is the difference between us and a lot of brokerages that are working from, say, another city or outside of the area. They don't really know all the nuances of the neighborhoods. And so we focus on our communities, not only by doing business in our communities, but also by contributing, as each office is set up with a different organization. Friends of the Children Tacoma for the Tacoma North office, Bonnie Lake Food Bank for the Lake Taps office, and the Enumclaw Food Bank for the Enumclaw office. And what we've done is created a system where our brokers can, out of each closing, allot a certain amount of funds to go towards those places, which I think is really important. At each of our offices, we're old school and we're new school, right? We're old school in that we like to get together and have a meeting and talk about what's happening in the marketplace every week, especially because the market is always changing, and what works last week doesn't work this week. And the only way you can do that is to get together and talk about it, right? You can't just work with emails and Zoom meetings. It's really important to be together in one place and talk about what's working in the marketplace. Then there's also the technology side and articulating what we do with our clients. So there's a lot of tools available, especially with John L. Scott, that we need to know about and talk about, that help just make our jobs easier, help market the properties better, especially when it comes to social media and our platforms to get the information out there. Anybody with the motivation to do it can. You don't have to be certain type of person, and we'll take anybody who wants to really make a go at it. And that's important, right? I think that people need to know that they can do it, right? A lot of people think about getting involved in things, but never turn it into an action. And we want to encourage people to turn it into an action.